joining me today as we look at the careers for each of the signs. We're going to be looking at challenges, solutions, and then possible outcomes. So I hope that you find this helpful. Hello and welcome, Gemini. As we look at your career guidance from the guides, I have pre-shuffled and pulled some cards for you. So let's have a look to see what it is that the cards want to tell you today. So first up, we have the Star, a dream come true, believe in yourself, the end of a difficult situation. Well, that's a nice positive place to start. Another major arcana card, the Empress, time to act upon your plans. Creativity is rewarded, luxurious or abundant resources. I must tell you that this card, the Archangel Jophiel, is the Archangel of all things beautiful, and Archangel Gabriel is the Archangel of communication. So bringing you messages about beautiful things. That just popped out here. The Two of Michael, it will be better if you just make a decision. Over-analyzing a problem, finding a compromise. And then the two cards from the Psychic Tarot. And your last card, another major arcana card. Traditionally the Fool card. This one says New Beginnings. I do love the illustrations on the Psychic Tarot deck. Right, Gemini. What do these cards tell me? So these cards tell me about, first of all, do I stay, do I go? There's a lot of mental conflict or self-doubt or indecisiveness that's possibly coming here from being a little bit overwhelmed, all right? So I do feel that maybe you need to give things a little bit more of a think. From the positive side, it's quite fine you thinking and making a list of all the negatives, all the things that can go wrong, so that you're not taken by surprise, but you equally need to make a list of all the things that can go right. So because in Gemini there's always two sides to the Gemini story. So have a look. You got mental conflicts and self-doubt and overwhelm, and then on the other side there needs to be focus and confidence and mental clarity. So this is really about balancing those two things. I do feel that everything that you do need, you do have, or you have access to that. So just be careful that your negative self-talk doesn't tell you otherwise. Basically, it doesn't overwhelm your positive self-talk, because sometimes the negative self-talk can have a little bit of a louder or more commanding voice when it decides that it's right. So here they're also telling me that if you need some help, that you must ask for it, have faith in yourself. You do have a support system. You are well supported. I know that you're causing a little bit of angst in yourself with your overthinking and all of that kind of stuff, but you actually are on solid ground. You do have the support that you need from experts and from friends and family and business and that kind of stuff. So yeah, again, I'm just seeing the shadows of those horses. So just being careful that that the shadow doesn't overwhelm the reality of things. All right. So I would also say, leaving your past behind you, or leaving the negatives, heading towards more the positives. So there is light. This card tells me that there is light at the end of the tunnel. If you've been going through a little bit of a tough time, these tell me that you are moving on from the tough time. It might be a good time for you to set goals and to make plans, that kind of thing. But I do feel that whatever you've been going through, where you might be feeling like you've just been giving everything, you've just been pouring out your heart and your soul and all your time for not very much in the way of feedback or reward, these cards tell me that that's changing. All right. So if you've been wanting to leave or move or change or exchange, now would be the right time for you to get that done. Again, because of the nature of the Gemini, plans are most definitely not negotiable. Having formulated your plan, formulated your formulas so that you can then just implement it, that will give you the calm that you're looking for. It will also, I feel, give you a little bit more of a solid foundation to feel a little bit more in control of things. And we all know that allows us to work a little bit more productively when we need to. So all of this talks to me again of fertility and growth and possibly the seeds of creation that you have planted previously, the things that you put into place previously, that they're now starting to come to fruition, whether that's a new business or new job opportunities or a new way of doing things. I apologize for my cat that is insisting on yelling at me. But they're just talking here about being almost actively passive. So doing things without forcing things. And if you just get on with things, those that need to will see your value. But this is definitely about, hope and faith and healing and success and making the impossible possible. So again, the guides are asking you in your career to follow your internal guidance, to push forward to success, have your positive attitude that will bring you success. And this is definitely a time where you're going to shine, where you're going to be the star, be the star of the game. But remember that all journeys start with that first step. So now is a good time for you to take a leap of faith forward, because significant change is on the verge of happening. New adventures can be daunting. But if you stay focused and if you put your feet in front of each other without getting distracted, you will achieve success, because the world literally here is your oyster. But you see, she's got that wand that's keeping her secure. She's got everything that she needs in her bag, and she's got her hiking stick that will help her if she gets onto uneven ground, that will keep her nice and solid and safe and secure. Just mental restrictions need to be taken care of, and she's leaving the past behind her with that closed door, closing doors behind and moving on to better things. So this is a very positive thing. So if you've been thinking about making changes but having your thoughts and worries and overthinking overwhelming you, please just stick those things, to one side. And there's a quote saying that I'm probably going to misquote here. Feel the fear and do it anyway, because it's definitely going to give you what it is that you're looking for in your career. So that's great, Gemini. Having so many of the major arcanas in your reading just again indicate to me that this is big, this is major change, this is the success that you've been looking for, but it is going to take work, it's going to take effort, it's going to take focus, but absolutely 100% you can do it. If you just bridle your horse up and send it in the direction that you are actually wanting it to go to, because if you just let it to run rampant, it's going to go in all sorts of directions and waste time and energy. But absolutely yes, Gabriel is bringing us good news here about positive abundance and opportunities. And there's just this tiny little buck that I see here that keeps drawing my attention, that's talking to me about being gentle on yourself. That you do have, it's okay for you to feel a little bit overwhelmed sometimes, or a little bit self-doubtful, whatever the case is. Just nurture that side of yourself, protect it, reassure it, okay, because there is definitely the transformation that's coming through for you that you've been looking so forward to. one more thing that pops up into my head is overseas travel or new business opportunities that involve international companies or international products or international connections. So just have a look to see how that works out for you as well. So if you've got any value out of this, Gemini, I'm trying to keep it as short and sweet as I can. Please, I'd really enjoy you to pop a comment so we can get to know you a little bit better. And then obviously like and subscribe always helps us. And until we meet again, you take care, stay blessed. Bye for now.